Hey guys, this is Jay. I just wanted to say sorry for the absence last week. I have been on holiday in Turkey for a week, and we have all been really busy, and it's been really difficult to get recording scheduled together. Everything will return to normal next week, but we thought until we get ourselves sorted, we'll have a slightly smaller than usual episode with a really cool guest from the past discussing a topic I've wanted to chat for a while, and we will still be playing Defeat Donnie. There will be no Fuad's Things or Uncle Poxy this week, but they will both return next time, okay guys? If you want to send a letter to Uncle Poxy, go to thesonicshow.org/the opinion zone and click on Ask Uncle Poxy and you can write in a letter. But yes, sorry for the gap last week, and we will carry on with the show and introduce our wonderful, mysterious guest, which you probably already know if you've read the title of the episode. LOL. Beep.
Let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sasso Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sasso Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sasso Show. Let's go.
Hello everyone, this is the Opinion Zone. It is episode 20, How Emotional, and we are joined as ever by the wonderful Fuad. Hello.
Yeah, how's it going?
Wonderful. How have you been? It's been a whole week since we've last spoken.
A whole week. A lot's happened, Jay, I gotta say.
Not half an hour ago. It's definitely been a week. And unfortunately, we have Donnie.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Useless as ever. Unfortunately,
Yay!
Tom is still away around the world, or he's back home and he's, I don't know, internet drama. And Uncle Poxy is having a...
Dead.
He's dead. Uncle
God rest
Poxy
his
is
soul.
dead. He is.
We'll bring him back to life next week, though.
He was killed by his grandmother, Uncle Poxet, from Thailand. Yeah, it's pretty deep opening to the show. Speaking of which, we have a quite interesting topic today, but we have a wonderful person to discuss it with. We have the awesome Jim Sass of Sasso Studios. Hello.
Woo.
Hi! How's everyone doing?
Doing good.
For those of you who don't know, Jim has done a variety of stuff Sonic related. Some of you may know him better for a series he did called Return to Little Planet. Especially if you are a subscriber to our YouTube channel, you may have seen Return to Little Planet 2, where it lives in the corner of the internet. And so he knows everything about today's topic, which is Sonic fan films. Why?
Here we go.
So, there are good Sonic fan films.
Indeed.
There are other Sonic fan films. There are varying levels of budget. I mean, technically, I guess if you get a iPhone and film yourself dressed in a Sonic outfit in your back garden and put it in Windows Movie Maker, that's technically a fan film. Technically,
You did watch that. I thought I paid that from everyone.
you were very, very good. I think the other interesting thing about it is, of course, there is actually a real Sonic film coming out from Sony soon in the coming years. So everyone who's tried to make a Sonic film will now, guess what? They're actually doing it. So I don't know if people are going to stop bothering once this comes out.
Well, let's get right into this. A lot of so the fan film that got more attention than it needed, we're gonna start off with like the bad and work our way to the good.
Good.
So the one that got the most attention was half CG, half live action, correct?
Yes.
Yes, and it's a little infamous, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I would agree, yeah.
Yeah, for good and bad, and it was not one of the first, but
It's probably
a surprising
the
amount
most...
of like guest stars showed up. Their
Yeah.
budget was a little higher than others.
It had a budget.
Sorry, go ahead.
It had a budget. That's a big difference from a lot of them.
That's true. It did actually have a budget. It had a lot going for it, and there was a lot of hype for it. It seemed pretty good, and then we saw some of the CG, and we saw some of the acting, and we saw some of the plot points, and whew, it set the bar for fan films incredibly low, needless to say. And from there, what else have we seen? We've seen Source Filmmaker, and it becoming a beautiful thing, and we've seen a lot of really cool stuff come out of it. What do you guys think of that evolution?
It definitely has an evolution. I think it goes way beyond that Eddie LeBron mess.
LeBron.
How do you pronounce the surname?
It's Eddie LeBron.
Eddie LeBron, whatever. Shut up. Everyone shut up. Look, the point is, his film gets a lot of hate, but I don't think it's because... I think it has a lot more... I might as well say it. It has a lot to do with his skills as a filmmaker and not so much the subject matter, in my opinion. But, you know, because I've seen his other stuff and been equally unimpressed. But it goes back...
Did you guys like the Mega Man fan film that he did?
I liked it up until the Robot Masters, but like it was pretty okay. I liked it.
Yeah.
I think
it was good. I liked it too.
Mm-hmm.
With that particular one, I think that was probably a great example of taking on more than you can do. Because you're having live action, which is just in itself complicated to do. You've got to set up shots, you've got, you know, continuity, all this stuff. You're then adding in CG, which, unless you have high-end stuff or are very clever with how you present it, isn't going to look good mixed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially like depending on how many people are actually working on said visual effects and whatnot.
Exactly.
So this is the thing. So you've got like scenes that don't look right, scenes that don't look like he's sitting in the scene, the lighting doesn't match up with the lighting of the actual scene, that weird fur thing.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up.
Roboticization.
Are we? Another thing about the CG. Are we going to talk about this? Are we going to talk about pre-boom Knuckles having fingers?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, man! I wasn't ready for that.
I remember when I
man.
first saw that, and Knuckles brings his hands up, and it looks like he's just a bloke with like who's wearing a regular glove and has like stuck two plastic spoons on the end. And I was in such horror. And then they did it in the actual franchise, so depressing. No, but the whole fur thing. What? I'm guessing they were. Why do we think he went for that? So that it fit in with a real world,
Like realism, I suppose. I mean, Sonic has like he has fur sometimes. Other times, like it looks like he has like another material or texture going on with his like spines and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure.
and as you're saying, Fred, the series does then evolve.
Yes.
It then a lot of Source filmmaker stuff has happened since. We've had Sonic Prologue, which was like a half an hour feature explaining the history of Tails meeting Sonic. It's very well animated. It's very good. I think Source filmmaker is where everyone is going with that sort of stuff. But then there are other takes on it as well. If you don't have the budget to do CG, or you know Source filmmaker wasn't even a thing at the time, then you might just do it with actual people. Maybe, Jim.
It's a definite possibility.
That's true.
You could have people portray the Sonic characters in real life, Sonic the human and all that.
Wouldn't that be fun?
With obviously, I'm talking about the original Return to Little Planet. Where did
I'm
you
sorry.
get-
Sorry,
I was
go
gonna say,
ahead.
Where
go
did
ahead.
you go from like that idea? How did that even begin as a thing?
Well, I didn't. Ideally, like it would have been great to have it been done in like CG or like drawn or whatever. But I think I just one summer I was hanging out with a lot of my friends and we wanted to like shoot and film something. So the idea kind of came from that. And yeah, I sort of think I was like just like wondering like if Sonic is actually going to be like a human being, I suppose, like how would he? I don't think he would. He'd probably just wear like a t-shirt or whatever, and whatever was easiest for him to I guess run around and whatnot. So it's funny. I would get comments about people wanting me to like paint my nose black or like or like just do all sorts of like crazy stuff.
That's not how people work. They don't have black
yeah,
noses.
but yeah, it sort of defeated the purpose of like of it being human. But yeah, like I don't know. Does that answer your question? Or?
It does. Yeah. I mean, it's just interesting because I think with that series, especially with the first one, it was very clear that like
it had like a very lighthearted tone to it. Like
Yes.
we were just kind of
Absolutely.
like playing around with it. We were just enjoying ourselves and whatnot. And
To be honest, that was the fun with it. If you ask me, nothing was taken too seriously. It was very lighthearted.
yeah, that's like if that's I think that's probably how Sonic should work in a fan film.
Mhm.
There can definitely be moments of like seriousness and whatnot, but like I think overall though the tone should probably be something a bit more lighthearted.
what I did like about it was, yes, you did have the occasional effect where you would do a spin dash or things like that, but the majority of the characterization of this is Sonic was done purely through personality. So it required every person playing each character to really emote the character they were portraying in terms of like, so you could be like, yes, that is definitely Tails, and yes, that's
Yeah.
Amy and stuff, rather than being like, oh, it's it's not like you stuck two tails on the back of the tail. Or,
we actually had this idea of like having Tails like wear like a shirt around his waist, but have it be like flipped in the other way, so like the I guess the sleeves would be his two tails or something like. Like maybe something cool like that would have worked, but yeah, for just for costuming and whatnot, I suppose.
So what changed in your approach between the first one?
Like
Because the second one is
definitely
very
the-
different in tone.
Yeah, for sure.
Now,
I don't know. I guess at the time I was trying to go for something different. Like a lot of I always kind of joke around that like RTLP2 is sort of like the Sonic 06 of of fan films, the room of fan films, if you will. So we were just going. I was going for something a bit more serious in nature, and it just didn't pan out the way that I expected,
it
or
always-
really, I'm guessing as anyone expected.
it always felt like you had this great idea for a short film, and then Sonic was in it.
That's probably the best way to describe it. Like, I had just finished the first one, and I was looking to do something new, and then like Sonic eventually just kind of made its way in there, and probably not for the best
I mean,
for the film itself.
reaction may have been varied on the second one, but I can tell from it that it was clearly you still learning and testing ideas in terms of filmmaking and stuff, because even the way it's shot and everything, you can see there's a progression there. So I don't know if it's a case of you just saying, well, I want to try this idea because it's something I haven't done before. So
Yeah. I mean, if I could do it again, I'd probably make it more like the first one, a little more lighthearted in nature, and just like, I don't know. To answer your question about fan films, like, you have to have fun when doing the thing that you're working on. If you're not having fun, then maybe it's maybe you should reconsider or something.
do you think a failing of some of these fan films is that they take themselves too seriously? And they need to be possibly more aware of the slight hilarity of the situation, what they're doing. It's an
Yeah,
it's an amateur film being made about a hedgehog.
God.
So when you
Go ahead.
A blue hedgehog that runs incredibly fast.
like
Yep, that's the story.
maybe I think some of the films I don't like Eddie, whatever his name is, LeBron.
Eddie
It
LeBron.
was so serious. It was so like dark and like all the stuff that it has nothing to do with Sonic or isn't even the tone of Sonic. So not only did it feel out of place, but it really took you out of the situation, especially every time you saw goddamn Sonic voiced by Jaleel White with
Which
that
was
personality
impressive.
from the show.
That was impressive. But I just think because I know a
Having
lot of people,
Jaleel White was really cool.
That was cool, I won't lie.
if you want to hear what Sonic sounds like, having aged a bit. But with like that one in particular, again, going back to that one, possibly if the tone wasn't so serious, so when the like janky animation happened and stuff, it doesn't stand out so much because it's against this really professional, serious tone. If it had been
Exactly.
light-hearted, maybe the quirkiness of bits like the animation would have been part of the charm rather than going against it and having me shouting at it, which is what happened. I shouted. But there's a variety of Sonic's fan films out there. There was a 2D animation that never even made it anywhere towards the final production. I know Donnie was a big fan of that one.
Aw.
What?
But there was a fan film released quite a reasonable while ago, or there was going to be released, should I say, and everyone was really hyped for it, really excited. All we ever saw was, I think, 2 previews for it. It was a fan film animation by a guy called Richard Qatar or Kuta or something.
Richard Kuda, Jamie. You're
Yeah.
really on the
Cooter.
ball with these names.
And he was basically doing this animation. It seemed to be in the like Adventures of Sonic or that sort of universe, and had Sally and stuff in it, but then also had Metal Sonic. It was really strange. I don't know where he was going with it, and it was in like production for a few years. It was continuously going on. So, and then one day he just said, "I'm not doing it." So he.
Any reason why, or
He basically
just
just
budget
said that
or whatnot, or
thing was, obviously animation costs a lot, and
Yes.
I think he was asking for money for it, and this is in an era before Kickstarters and stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know how I
think
feel about that.
it went down very well. So
Yes, it did.
and it's just interesting. I just think it's really weird that this guy had all these high ambitions, but I genuinely feel like all it was pipe dreams. That he announced he was making a film, and I don't think he even probably got anywhere further than doing a few storyboards, but kept convincing people it was going to happen. I guess that's what happens when you announce something way too early. Sonic Misadventures. But
Good thing Poxy's not here. He would be calling you out like that.
it's just interesting. I don't think I will ever see a 2D fan film because I think it is too ambitious. Interestingly, I think 3D animation is easy with the likes of Source Filmmaker now. There's a whole tool set out there and assets for you to work with. We've had Sonic Prologue, which I mentioned. Sonic Prologue 2, which we mentioned in a few episodes ago, because they did a Kickstarter and were asking for a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Because the Source Filmmaker tools are they're effectively free. The assets and stuff, you acquire them from different places. So it doesn't really cost to animate in that software unless you're creating your own unique assets. It's not going to cost you a huge fortune. So when I'm just trying to see if I can find, I wonder if he's deleted the Kickstarter page. No, it's still there.
Let's find out. Cool.
So he wanted $22,000
Oh boy.
to make
Sheesh.
a half-hour source filmmaker project. He raised 370. So he raised 2% of his goal.
Another issue that we felt came up with that was the fact that they weren't his assets in the first place, you know?
Yeah. So in his case, and because with these Kickstarters, you do a breakdown of what the money's going towards.
Yeah.
And his breakdown was the money will be used to pay for the rewards, and the rest of it will go to pay me. I'm like, I think you've lost the point when it was a fan project.
Yeah.
It didn't go
Because that's
anywhere.
just turning it into work
Yes.
that you shouldn't be getting paid for.
Nobody likes work. And I think he's cancelled the project now, I don't know for certain, but it's just really weird. I think people who do these Sonic fan things are so weird. I think live action Sonic fan films have died out. I don't know if it's because kids are too embarrassed now and they're all about Instagram and all this rubbish.
Fair enough. I think it's a shame, to be fair. Because some of those
kinda
were awesome.
It's kind of like how sprite animations have largely died out since, like, it's not really the main thing anymore. It's become more.
It's so much
actual
more work.
animating.
Yes.
It's so much more
Yeah.
work compared to this.
But then
Yeah, considering Super Mario Bros. Z is being rebooted, and that's a sprite animation. So
what
I'm
I
so
like
excited.
to do, what I love
Me
to
too.
do, is I love to go on YouTube, search Sonic fan live action, and there's like things from like 6 years ago done by like a 10-year-old, and they're amazing. They're ridiculous and badly edited, and like you can tell when it's a good one when they finish line and there's like 2 seconds pause, and then it cuts to the next scene. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
it's like, it's amazing. Those sort of things I will never miss. And I will miss what? I can't speak today.
Yeah.
I'm very tired. It's very tired.
On a completely unrelated note, speaking of like spray animations and Sonic and whatnot, did you guys enjoy the Knuckles versus Donkey Kong for like the death battle on Screw Attack? Did you guys see that at all? Or?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I saw the Bowser versus Eggman one,
It was
the 1 minute melee.
Yeah.
That was
Those
pretty
are
good, too.
Yeah. Those always hold up. The animation wise, I feel.
but
I agree.
again with those, the reason they work and no one goes, this is ridiculous, is because it's not trying to be serious. It is absolutely batshit insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. But then if you saw that animation style and it was like, find out about Sonic's lost sister's backstory, I'm like, no, I don't want
Oh
to.
my god!
I don't want to see your animated fanfic. I'm great, thanks. That's all the same.
Yep.
Check out my original character.
But I think fan films are gonna be a thing of the past. There are still projects now, but I just think people don't have these ambitions of making these huge long projects now. I think people are much more happy, especially in this YouTube era, and where all content is congested really quickly, and you move on and the next thing.
Yeah.
I think people are much more interested in making short, like skits. So like, do a gag, that's the
Oh,
video,
yeah.
move on. And I think that's how content's consumed now. It's the same with how we used to do the Sonic show. It used to be like a hour-long magazines format show, and now it's like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and it's usually rubbish. But I think that's how things are content. Because like the Sasso Studios, I remember when we did Return to Little Planet 2 and all that sort of stuff, was all short films, not just Sonic. It was a variety of stuff. But in the last year, I've seen Sasso Studios come back and revitalized, and you came back, Jim, with a really cool video where you did like almost like a Pokemon style battle between Link and Mario. And
Oh, well,
Pretty sick.
thanks for watching that, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, just it goes back to what you were saying, like how content now is just shorter and more more digestible, if you will. In
That's
general.
a good word for it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm still a fan of watching like longer form like media and whatever. Like I liked how the Sonic Prologue film was longer. Like that was really exciting. So I just like making that longer style format is still really cool. But doing the shorter stuff is it takes a little less time, and you can produce stuff more quickly. For the most part, and plus you can talk more. Like I feel like you can be more available to your fans too, because stuff is coming out faster.
Do you? I mean, with the Poker Battle cartridge thing. What was that animated in?
Oh, what was that made in?
Yeah.
Oh, I used Cinema 4D to make that one.
Oh,
So just like making the Mario sprite and Link sprite in like 3D and whatnot. It definitely takes a little more time to do, but it's a lot of fun though.
So I think, and again, we're talking about animation mixed in with live action, and that's a situation where it's a cartoony video, it's a comedic video, so you just buy into it because it's part of the setting. Whereas like the Sonic fan film, you're meant to take it seriously, and if it's real, but it doesn't look real, so you can't buy into it.
The film being done by Sony is apparently going to be half live action, half CG. So
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I have nothing to say about it, to be honest.
I feel quite concerned. If we watch the trailer,
I'm not a fan of video game transitions into movies in general, so I'm already on the board of like it's probably gonna suck, but I'll be a little optimistic about this.
Do you guys like the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Oh, if it becomes that legendary, I will like it unironically.
It's so much fun to watch. I was just watching.
It's fun to watch. I'll totally sit down and like grab some popcorn with it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
If the Sonic movie is that off-brand, I think the community and the internet will implode.
I'm pretty sure Sega of America will die.
Like the community implodes on everything Sonic related that happens.
That's true. Remember when Sonic was holding a sword?
Remember Sonic 4? Oh my god.
Remember Blue Arms?
Oh god.
Remember when Sonic Boom happened? Boy, that was amazing. Oh wait.
Everyone took that really well.
Anyway.
Sasso Studios in the present. Tying
Hi.
back. You're now doing these little short form animations, which so far have all been Sonic related. I don't know if that's the ones I've seen.
They most likely will be Sonic. Yeah, I'll probably try. I want to try and produce one like every week, every 2 weeks if possible.
Is that yourself who animates that?
Oh, sorry. What was that?
Is that yourself who animates?
Yeah. I've been working on that. Yeah.
Because obviously it's a shame Uncle Poxy isn't here because he did Sweet Dream, another short film.
I know.
Which even got recognition from the official Sonic, which was awesome.
I love the Sonic Twitter.
It's on my desk.
Aaron Weber is Jay's eternal rival.
Oh, really? Okay,
Sonic
I'm sorry.
memes.
I didn't know there was a rivalry going on.
Neither does Aaron. It's fine.
All the memes.
All those memes, and I think the content's good. I think it's an interesting direction. I see Sasso Studios is very Sonic, very Minecraft as well. It seems to be the two big things going on in that channel at the moment. It's all very Minecrafty. So I do like the channel. If you haven't subscribed, it is just youtube.com/Sasso Studios. It hasn't got any weird bits in it, has it?
No, it's just Sasso Studios. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Is the original Return to Planet on there, or is that now banished from the internet?
Oh, it's not currently on my YouTube channel, but you can find it on Vimeo. I'll probably make like a Sasso Studios classic channel at some point, or whatever.
Okay.
Am I right in thinking your brother did the voice of Knuckles in the Smash Brothers?
Yeah, he did Knuckles.
Yeah, because I thought he will always, in all Sasso Studio productions, will always be Knuckles.
Yep.
Never.
Also, real talk, I
casted.
love that video.
I will
So good.
revolt. I've got to say, and then we'll move on to the next segment. But that video, the Smash Brothers one, the animation on Knuckles' face when it zooms in on him, and he's like, "Am I even going to be an assist trophy?" I love the look on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
And it's like,
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Whenever we do dialogue with my brother, like, I'll have one thing in mind and he'll just deliver something completely different, but we'll end up using that take instead, just because it's so strange or whatever.
right. So, I think in summary, there are some good Sonic fan films out there, but we
There's
probably
potential
enjoy
too.
watching the worst ones more.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the Sonic the Hedgehog the movie too. By,
Yes.
I think it's like a Russian team producing that one.
Yes.
And that one looks fantastic.
Okay.
I've This is the thing. I can't find the original. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough on the internet. But I've seen a clip of the second one, and unfortunately my multilingual skills are pretty rubbish. So, but it looks good, and that's possibly what the Richard guy was originally hoping to achieve with his 2D fan film. But so there is 2D animation out there, but I think it's I don't know. 2D animation costs a lot of money, and it's very labour intensive. So we'll see. We are going to move on to the next segment where Donnie is going to be defeated, or maybe not. Maybe Donnie, you might win.
Right before episode 20?
Exactly. 19 episodes in, you might finally win.
Oh.
Yay.
He's just lost all confidence now. We will see you guys quickly after this break, with a quick message from our friends at Radio Sega. Woo! Hey guys, it's Jay, and I'm here to sell you things. Basically, I don't know about you, I like books. I like reading, but I'm extremely lazy. And if you're lazy like Donnie, then you may be interested in the concept of an audiobook. Have someone read it for you. How epic is that? And that is where Audible come in. Yes, we're one of those people now. Audible have a ginormous library of audiobooks. It is ridiculous. And we are offering you guys the chance to have a 30-day free trial, and you get a free audiobook of that as well. How epic. Book I would recommend is one that I've just started listening to. Is one called Service Games: The Rise and Fall of Sega. It's by a guy called Sam Pettis, narrated by Tom Rasheen, and basically it chronicles the beginning all the way from the Genesis up until the very sadly timely demise of the Dreamcast. It's quite interesting. It's the one I would personally check out. So, if you want to get your audiobook for free, where you need to go is audibletrial.com/Poxy. That's audibletrial, trial.com/Poxy. POXXY. Check it out. Or don't. But you know, it's free. So do it. Love you. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed listening to whatever I just played in your eardrums. We are now going to defeat Donnie. Every week, we have a member of our listener audience things come onto the show, and they go against Donnie and see if he is worthy of being all over the internet like a fungus. Donnie, so far, you've not won.
Yes, but I am a mushroom apparently, so
I mean, he's a pretty fun guy.
Oh my goodness, no, I don't know.
don't start with the puns,
Stop
please.
it.
I'll try.
Now, since we have a guest on today's show, Lucky Donnie gets to go up against Jim.
Ooh.
Are you ready, Donnie?
I'm feeling quite sassy, but sure.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, you're gonna deal with sassy Donnie today.
Oh god, let's go to the newsroom. I can't be dealing with.
Oh, here we go to the newsroom. Yeah.
Let's hope Donnie leaves his puns behind. Oh my goodness. Donnie, I
Yes.
will deduct points for bad jokes, I'm just saying.
So I'm in the minus world now. So
Yes, right.
so not only am I a mushroom, but I'm in the minus zone. Are you trying to tell me something?
The quiz hasn't started yet, do not worry. There are no points being kept yet. See?
Oh, good.
You haven't screwed it up yet. Right.
Yeah.
Donnie, Jim, if you get a question right, you will hear this. If you get a question wrong, you'll hear this. Because it's a special guest, there is no theme for today's quiz. It is a traditional, it's classic Defeat Donnie.
It's a Sonic off, except without the off.
Yes, so we will go straight to you, Donnie, for your first question. Are you ready?
I hope.
Good.
That's the spirit.
Doesn't sound too confident, never mind. Right, Donnie.
Yes.
Shadow the Hedgehog was the first game to dramatically change the tone of a Sonic game. What with guns and aliens being your dad and all that crap. But what year was this game originally released?
The Shadow game,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
2005.
Let's see if you're correct. Oh my god. This is not a good start. I'm not being funny, Jim.
Oh my god.
You need to get this right, otherwise Donnie has a lead, and if Donnie has a lead I might cry. I can't cope. Right.
Cool. Well, this is the job for, spring yard zones.
Right. Jim.
Yes.
People were waiting with anticipation for the next big Sonic game on the Sega Saturn. Unfortunately, that never really came. But what was the first Sonic game to be released on the Sega Saturn?
The first Sonic game to be released on the Sega Saturn.
Yes.
Oh no, it's I would. Oh no. I want to say Sonic R, but I know there was that collection of games released, Sonic Jam collection. Oh man! All right, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with Sonic Jam collection.
Was it Sonic Jam? Let's see if you are correct.
Oh no! It was Sonic R. It was Sonic R, right?
It was Sonic 3D Blast, also known as Sonic 3D Flicky's Island. Released in 1996. Also on the Sega Genesis, aka Mega Drive.
I have a lead.
You whoa.
Yes,
Well,
Donnie.
Donnie,
Do you? We're not sure. We'll
we
have to
don't
find
know.
out.
We need to ask our glamorous assistant, Gabrielle, what are the scores?
Well, hello, I just got back from my vacation and it was lovely. Thank you for letting me go to Hawaii and everything anyway. So the scores right now. Donnie's in the lead at what? I mean, what? Donnie's in the lead? Am I still on my vacation? Is something wrong? I'm gonna take a little break. You guys go to the next round.
I'm up. I don't know how I feel right now.
Even Gabrielle's like
I know,
confused.
she's in shock.
Dude.
Okay, it's fine. We've got 2 more rounds, so Donnie, you still have a chance to fuck it up.
Well, that's not really any surprise. So I mean,
Okay,
I'm
Let's
only ahead
go.
by 1 point too. So I mean, I don't really have any room to be happy right now.
let's go
Never
to
know.
Jim
Oh, man.
first and see if he can reclaim a point, shall we? Jim,
Yes,
here is your
Let's-
question for round 2.
I'm listening.
Sonic Lost World sees Sonic going up against the Deadly Six, but can you name all 6 of them?
The name for all of the Deadly Six. Oh,
Can you
man,
name any
what
of
the-
them?
What was? Oh man.
It's hard.
Yeah. What was the? Zaz, I believe, is the name of one of them. I was just playing Sonic Lost World the other day. What's the name of them?
The characters just matter that much.
They all begin with they all begin with Z, don't they? So there's Zaz. There's what was the girl? Oh, there's Master Zik. There's Zavik. Oh man. Zor. Oh boy. Zamum. I don't know.
Oh.
And Zavik maybe? Is that all of them?
Let's see. You've given me 6 names. Let's see if you're correct. You had all of them apart from the lady.
Oh.
Xena.
Xena.
Oh.
Oh boy.
You technically said Zavok twice. Never mind. Right.
It's Zavik Generations.
Donnie.
Hi.
Okay, I'm going to try and say this without throwing up. Donnie,
Yes.
if you get this right, you will have you'll have a 2-point lead.
Remember when he had so much? Remember when he was actually all like, "Donnie, I believe in you. You can win." And I was just like, "What the hell's going on?"
It might be the day.
It's never meant to actually happen. What the Donnie,
Yes.
here is your question. Bloody hell. Right. Sonic Runners has split opinions on its free-to-play policies. Many people have not been happy with the way that certain characters and buddies require you investing in Sega's premium roulette. Thomas Bass, in his book, The Eudaimonic Pie, has claimed to be able to predict wheel performance of a roulette in real time. The book describes the exploits of a group of University of California students who called themselves the Eudaimons, who in the late 1970s used computers in their shoes to win at roulette. Spell Eudaimonic.
You.
Yes, spelling questions.
What?
Yes.
Long time no see. Okay, so Eudaimonic.
Yes.
Youdemonic.
Let's see if you're correct with a 2-point lead. No, I'm
Super
sorry.
shocker.
The correct answer was Eudaimonic. Obviously, Jim would have got that correct. Bloody hell. Right.
No problem, yeah.
So, we're at the end of round 2. It is time to go to our glamorous assistant, Gabrielle. What are the scores?
Okay. I think I'm feeling a little better. Nobody got any points in that round, but Donnie's still 1 point ahead. Donnie's still at 1 point ahead. Someone hit the button. This is a code red. Donnie is in the lead. We don't know what to do. Jay, host, do something.
I don't have music for if Donnie wins. I don't have well done Donnie music. I only have well done guest music. Okay, panic attack later. Right. Anyway, moving on. It's all fine. Donnie won't win. Oh my god, Donnie might win. For the last round, we are going to see how well you know your plots of Sonic games. I'm going to read you a very brief explanation of what happens in the story of a Sonic game, and you just have to tell me what Sonic game it is.
Oh
Simple.
boy, I can only imagine what the descriptions will be.
Okay. We will go to Jim first.
Okay.
Tell me which game this comes from. Sonic gets stuck inside a book where he must defeat an evil genie.
Oh no. Well, I know it's a Sonic game.
Good stuff.
He gets stuck. I'm gonna have to go with Sonic and the Secret Rings.
That is correct. Donnie,
Oh boy.
here's yours. Tell me, what story or plot does this game come from? Wait, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean. Right. Sonic sets out on a journey to defeat the evil Dr. Eggman, who is capturing poor animals and making them his robotic army.
That's like every Sonic game ever. I'm gonna go with Sonic 1, the original Sonic on the Genesis/Mega Drive.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if you're correct. I'm sorry, the correct answer was Sonic 2. Right,
Are you?
That was, oh man.
Jim.
Yes.
Sonic finds himself in a strange situation when he finds himself turned into a different, more aggressive-looking form when the sun sets and the moon rises.
So you're telling me that he becomes something different from himself
At night.
at night.
At night.
Like it would be like a werewolf or a werehog kind of situation. Is that what's going on here?
Possibly. I can't tell you, I'm the quizmaster.
That's true. Sorry. So I guess I'm gonna have to go with Sonic Unleashed.
Let's see if you're correct. That was indeed Sonic Unleashed. Right, Donnie. What game
Yes.
does this plot come from? Sonic sets out on a journey to defeat the evil Dr. Eggman, who is capturing poor animals and making them his robotic army.
I hate all of you. I'm just gonna go with Sonic 1 again.
Let's see if you're correct. I'm afraid the correct answer was Sonic Pocket Adventure. Never mind. Right.
Sonic.
God damn it!
Sonic Pocket Adventure. Oh man.
That's fantastic.
Jim,
Yes.
what game does this plot come from? Sonic and Tails investigate when they find Eggman has set up a strange interstellar amusement park.
I believe that one would be Sonic Colors.
Let's see if you're correct. Well done. Donnie!
Way past cool.
Donnie, your final question. Tell me, which game does this plot come from, Donnie? Sonic sets out on a journey to defeat the evil Dr. Eggman, who is capturing poor animals and making them his robotic army.
Are you sure you're not making me the robotic army at this point?
Oh my god.
Sonic 1 again.
Let's see if you're correct. I'm sorry, the correct answer was Sonic CD. Never mind. Right.
My god.
I'm dying.
After that heated battle, it is time to go to the final scores and see who our winner is. Gabrielle, what are the final scores and who is today's winner?
Alright, everyone, the code red has been lifted. What? We're okay now? We're okay? Okay, I'm gonna go back to the scoreboard. Well, Jamie, if you take a look at the scoreboard, you'll notice that all in one round, Jim got 3 points, and Donnie's still at 1. So Jim wins! Yeah!
Congratulations, Jim. You are a winner. You have proven yourself to be greater than Donnie. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel fantastic.
Fantastic. And it was completely justified and not biased in any way
Oh,
at all.
absolutely. Yeah.
Fantastic. And of course, it means you get to be Donnie for a week.
Say congratulations.
If you, listening at home, want to defeat Donnie yourself, and if you've listened to any episode, you know it's not hard to do, then send us an email to thesonicsshowchannel@gmail.com or send us a Facebook message. Our Facebook is facebook.com/thesonicshow. Now, not only is it the end of Defeat Donnie, but it is the end of our time with the lovely Jim Sass. Oh, everyone!
Thanks a lot for having me, guys.
Everyone, be upset.
Oh,
There we go. That was.
Don't-
Come on, guys.
don't worry.
leave us.
I'm sorry. I'm off to a new adventure where I have to save Dr. Ivo Robotnik from a robotic army. So it's all right.
You have to save Dr.
Best of luck on
Robotnik
your
from a
journey.
robotic army.
Same thing.
You can't even get the joke right, and you heard it 3 times. Anyway, thank you ever so much, Jim. It has been a pleasure having you on. Where can people find you if they want to see you on the social media and the internets?
You can find me on my YouTube, obviously, and then my Twitter and Facebook, just Sasso Studios.
Sasso Studios on all platforms. Fantastic. It's been a pleasure. And once again, a big thank you to Jim Sass. He is going to celebrate his victory by spitting on Donnie's face.
Do you want to save that from the robotic army too?
Thank you so much. Don't worry, Uncle Poxy fans, you can still submit to Uncle Poxy. Just go to thesonicshow.org/the opinion zone. That's thesonicshow.org/the opinion zone, and click on Uncle Poxy, and you can write your letter in for him. He will be back next week to answer your questions. I am very sorry he couldn't be here today. Don't worry though, thesonicshow.org/the opinion zone. Get your questions in now. See you guys next week.